Hello, everybody, and welcome to another stale, redundant, 5-hour live stream about the one, the only Jermaine Shoemaker. Nah. It ain't that type of party, y'all. It ain't that type of party. You are now listening to the debut of the BA show here on a Friday night. I appreciate everybody coming in early. And we are looking to have a really, really fun show here. Very, very fun show. And as you can see with the title, y'all, FDMG is not a scam. Change my mind. Open panel discussion. I am going to allow almost everybody to come in here and speak their speech about this whole situation. And I really want mainly the people who think this FDMG thing is a scam. I really want them to thoroughly explain the logic in all of this whole entire saga. What exactly is going through the mind of this alleged scammer named Dr. Umar Johnson? That's the question I have. So, anyways, as we get started here, I want you guys to pay attention to the bottom of your screen as I will go through some points before I let people on the panel here. Now, first and foremost, for anybody wondering, especially with the title, let me make it perfectly clear for everybody watching. I'm neutral on Umar Johnson. Yes, I know the word neutral in this sector is a bastardized word. Really, these days when people say they're neutral, they really can't be taken that serious. But let me tell you something about me. And I'm only strictly talking about Dr. Umar Johnson. Anything else that I'm talking about, I may be pro, I may be anti, I may be neutral. But with Umar Johnson, I'm neutral. So let me give you some examples. As you can see at the bottom of your screen, I have never donated to FDMG. Yes, I know it may sound kind of weird coming from someone who thinks that Dr. Umar Johnson or really this FDMG school is not a scam. But yes, I've never donated to FDMG. Now you may be asking, how come I never donated to FDMG? Well, pretty much in my personal opinion, and I don't want the Umar Johnson supporters to get mad at me, but for me, I don't think Umar Johnson is transparent enough for me to give him my money for an institution. That's my personal opinion. And until I can see something different, I may not ever donate to the school. If that's going to put me on the book of Negroes, I really don't give a shit because, for one thing, I don't have kids. And second of all, if I did have kids, ain't no way in hell I'm going to take anybody to anybody's school to teach my kids shit because I'm there. So let's get to the next point I want to make. I don't think FDMG will open. Again, to the Umar Johnson supporters, don't get mad at me. Let me explain. In my personal opinion, I do not think that Umar Johnson has gone about this school very well, in my personal opinion. And because of that, unless some black billionaire, black millionaire just starts dropping him money to get this school done, I don't think it's going to open. And I do see this ending up in two ways if Dr. Umar Johnson still does this way. Either Umar Johnson is going to be forced to sell those buildings or the IRS is going to take that stuff away from him. Those are the only two things I'm going to see in the end. Now, let me also make this clear. I hope I'm wrong. I really, really want to be wrong. I really hope that I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, I don't have no problem coming on camera or coming on a live stream and admitting that I was wrong, because I do want to be wrong in the very end. But for me, I don't think this FDMG school is going to open. Now, what's my conclusion out of all this? In my opinion, I think he's way over his head. And in my opinion, I think he should have started off small with, say, like a community center, rec center. And if he would have started off with a small community center and just kind of, I guess you would say, expand throughout the country, like you start one community center in Philly, you go to Miami, you go to New York, you go to Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. You keep doing all those things. And I think eventually he can then have enough money to even start a school. What's going on, Cosmo? What's going on? So anyways, guys, let me get on to my points about why I don't think that this school is a scam. Let's look at point number one. This scammer, quote unquote, bought FDMG. So you mean to tell me that this dude raised around $750,000 at the very least? At the very least, he raised that. And for some odd reason, this same scammer, for some odd reason, spent $400,000 on 3 to 4 buildings, in which some people have said that the cost to renovate this building is going to be around an estimated $2 million. So if this dude is scamming, why would he invest in a property that's not going to bring him a profit in the very end? So I'm trying to understand exactly what is the end game for this quote unquote scammer. And that's where the logic is not making sense to me at all. Let's look at another point. He paid partial taxes and he hired workers. Now, yes, I know a lot of you guys are going to say, oh, well, he didn't pay Dawn. He didn't pay Dawn. I am aware he didn't pay Dawn. I am aware of that. However, according to some other workers, they got paid. So again, why would a scammer invest in people to work on a building that he quote unquote has no intentions of doing? That's the question I also have. It doesn't make logical sense to me. And again, that kind of brings up to my point that maybe Dr. Umar Johnson is way over his head, that he's hiring guys that are not the most professional guys in the world. So that leads me to more thinking that the dude is over his head and not really scamming anybody as far as this school goes. Also, I know a lot of y'all want to talk about taxes. Oh, he's behind on taxes. But there are people like TCTV who has shown proof that Umar Johnson has paid partial taxes. So again, why would a scammer invest all these things if he's scamming? And that brings me up to another point. I know some of y'all are going to bring up about PayPal and GoFundMe refunding the stuff back. Well, here's my thing with that. If that is the case, what about the mail-in orders? What about the money orders? What about the Cash App donations? You mean to tell me they give refunds out too? I highly doubt that. So if PayPal and GoFundMe were giving out refunds, would the logical thing for a scammer to realize is that that scam is particularly over and the best thing you can do is just take any money that you have received and run? But instead, for some odd reason, you were quote unquote forced to buy a property that's not going to give you any profit. Again, like a lot of this stuff is not making sense to me. Let's get to a few more points before we get started. He's still running the streets, y'all. You mean to tell me this dude has been scamming for 10 plus years and this dude is still out on the streets? Now, some people are going to say, oh, well, the FBI is watching him for 10 years. For 10 years. I mean, come on, y'all. I mean, come on. Like, if this dude is really doing something like that, wouldn't have something have happened by now? Wouldn't have something happened? But for some odd reason, this dude is still comfortably running these streets, still going this IG live. Y'all still talking about him. I mean, hell, just a few weeks ago, y'all were talking about broken toilets, for Christ's sakes. So this dude is still running the streets. And I know some of y'all going to bring up about Bernie Madoff and Dr. York. Well, here's the big difference, y'all. The stuff that Dr. York and Bernie Madoff did was not in the information age. So, of course, if you're not in the information age, you're not going to get the word spread that quickly. But now in the information age, especially with Dr. Umar Johnson, do y'all realize how quick people were making videos and this Umar sector has spread throughout the years? It took, I think we're maybe like in the 4th year right now. So it's like, I mean, again, make it make sense. Why is this guy still running the streets after 10 years? I mean, is it possible for a drug addict to go on that long in the information age? I mean, I'm just saying. And the last thing I want to point out, the loudest critics are people who didn't donate. This is another thing that I'm not understanding. How is it if this guy is really scamming? Why are the loudest people the people who didn't donate? Wouldn't the people like the anti-Afro Svengalis and the Lenin Honors, wouldn't they be the ones that donated? But according to them, they never donated. But they're the loudest people. Rev G, if I'm not mistaken, he never donated, but he's loud about Umar Johnson. Where are the people, the donors, that are doing the same type of energy work like AAS and Lenin Honor? Now, granted, there are some people who did donate. I believe it was Nappy Yankee donated. He's been making videos. But again, it's like the loudest people are the ones that didn't donate. That is a red flag to me. I guess you can kind of compare it to Jay Morrison. a little bit. Now, granted, with Jay Morrison, he didn't scam nobody. He just did some unethical bullshit. But when Jay Morrison was doing that, a lot of people that invested into his Tulsa real estate fund, those were the loudest people. Those were the loudest ones, not the ones that didn't invest in it. So, I mean, that's what I'm talking about here. Let me look at these comments real quick. Hey, Miss Brown, Miss Miller, what up? All right, guys. So we got some more people in here. Okay, so I'm about to drop the link soon. Now, let me go over some ground rules. Real quick. Anti-pro neutral people can hop on the panel. However, there are two people that are going to be questionable here. Two people. I'm not going to tell y'all who it is yet. That depends if they're ever going to hop on the panel. But two people are questionable. And if they do hop on the panel, I will have to kind of ask them a little bit of questions right on the spot. So just letting y'all know, there are two people that are questionable that I will let on the panel or not. Respectful dialogue is a must. Y'all, we have to keep it respectful here. I want to keep it respectful. I don't want it to be a big old jungle book of drama going on this show. And as I said, just keep the over talking and interrupting at a minimum, please. Some of these topics may get heated. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes tonight. But just keep the over talking and interrupting at a minimum. If you're backstage, you must turn your camera on for me to verify you're real. And once I verify you, you can turn your camera off if you don't want to be on camera. So I'll repeat that again. If you're backstage, you must turn your camera on for me to verify that you're real. And once I verify you, you can turn your camera off if you don't want to be on camera for the whole world to see. Please stay on topic, y'all. I want y'all to stay on topic. Please stay on topic. Now, if it comes to a point where I want to change the subject for a little bit, well, guess what? I can do that because it's my show. I can change the topic. But for the people on the panel, please stay on topic. Please, for the love of Christ, stay on topic. I'll be nice at first, but again, just stay on topic. If I feel iffy about you backstage, others on the panel and the chat room must vouch for you. I make the final decision. So if you're backstage and you show your face on camera and I'm still iffy about you, I will ask the panel and I will ask the chat room, who are you and who sent you? And if I feel comfortable, I'll let you in. If I don't feel comfortable, then, oh well, tough shit. Last but not least, y'all, let's have fun with this tonight. Let's have fun. Let's have fun. So who we got else here in here? We got not a Umar follower. What up? What up? What up? And we got P. I think I recognize you from somewhere. I'm not sure. So, all right, guys. Let me see. I'm still trying to learn this shit. Hold on. Let me get the link. All right, I just put the link down and just put the link down. So if anybody want to hop on, shouldn't be too hard for me to see this because I tried this with Tiffany not that long ago. If anybody wants to speak their speech, go ahead and let me know. Otherwise, I really do appreciate everybody for coming in. I really do appreciate it. And I see P backstage. Hey, P, if you want to turn your camera off, you can if you want. You good?
Ain't ugly, so I ain't tripping. What's going on?
Yeah. What up, man? What up? What up?
What's going on? Yeah, you recognize me. I think we talked before on I'm going to turn my camera off if you don't mind. Let me see how we do this shit.
The whole world saw you.
I ain't ugly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
What they call them now? Shit, what they call those? Catfish. Yeah. I ain't no catfish, bro.
Yeah, I feel you.
We actually talked before on I think you was on Shakim Ra's live stream. We actually talked before.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Like I thought I recognized your name.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, from one stutterer to another one. Big up, bro, brother. You feel me?
Oh yeah, man. You already know.
But I'm gonna get in and out real quick, bro. I just want to say a couple things real. I just want to, like I say, like I most people, if you've heard me on the platform, it's been me roasting Lennon Honor. But like I said, like I'm non-biased and I don't really have any dog in the fight. I just look at things from a objective standpoint, right? So when it comes to Umar, I'm gonna just basically lay out just how I see the whole situation, right? Um, I agree with you with a lot of points that you made, like just from a common sense standpoint, right? If if this whole FDMG thing was about a scam, just strictly a scam, right? This dude was just like, working a scam, right? Now we know he got seven, at least from his own mouth, at least 700 stacks, correct?
Right.
Now, just from a common sense standpoint, I was like, oh, well, he's scamming, he's scamming. But then I started thinking about it. I'm like, yo, from a common sense standpoint, if I'm scamming, right? I've successfully scammed people out of 700 stacks. Why then would I turn around and invest more than half of the scam money out my pocket?
Right.
That's when I started thinking, like, I'm like, wait a minute, like, I don't really think like it was just straight a scam because he got the money. So if you got at least $700,000, why would you take over 50% of that money out your pocket unless you were really trying to do something? I mean, that's when I really started thinking about it, right? So I think what really happened. I mean, this is where I really think what happened with my man. Okay, he seen them buildings for $400,000. He actually thought it was a lick for the price. And if you look at the buildings, everything was boarded up, locked up. So I doubt seriously if he got a chance to tour the buildings. He definitely didn't get a building inspection done prior. I mean, he bought it basically sight unseen, so to speak. So he probably thought he was getting a lick. He got the keys. He got in there, and he seen shit was fucked up. If you pardon my French, I think that's what happened. And he really realized, like, yo, I'm over my head. Okay, now let me back up for a minute. And now anybody can debate what I'm about to say, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but this is just my take on the whole. That location will never open for several reasons. For one, he's going about it the wrong way, right? He, everything that he needs to get done needs to fall under the umbrella of a general contractor. All the stuff that he's been talking about for the past however long, the from the HVAC to the plumbing to this and that to the electricians, that all falls under the umbrella of a general contractor. So the first thing I was looking for is like, okay, for me to know he's serious, he would have hired a general contractor. General contractor subcontracts everything out. He sets your budget, he gives you your budget, and then that's how you get the job done. Okay. Now I start thinking about it deeper. Now, for anybody who has contributed to FDMG, now he's taking contributions all around the country. And just my thing is, this school will never open for several reasons. One, the building, the actual physical brick and mortar building needs too much work to be done, and he don't have the money to get it done. Number two, it's a flawed concept to begin with. It's a flawed concept. You're taking donations from all around the country for a location. I mean, it's not like it's a satellite school that's going to be located in different states, different cities. This is one location. Now, for anybody who has contributed to him, this is the question that she needs to ask. Like, okay, off of strictly contributions, what you need to realize is like he's not just running a school, but he's talking about bringing young men or whatever from around the country to that school, right? Or correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, am I wrong by saying that? Is that his main? Is that his ultimate goal? Is he wants to bring young men from around the country to that school?
I think it was also something else. He kept talking about how he wanted to make multiple FDMG schools across the country as well.
Okay, so okay, just as a hypothetical, like if it's in now, if I'm wrong, tell me. But if from what I understand, like say if you're a contributor and you got a young man or whatever, say he got the school up and running or whatever, you sending your child to him, right? Now, what I haven't seen in his tours or whatever, there's no dormitories. And that's my main point in this. Is why I the one thing I haven't heard is like, okay, you talking about bringing young men from around the country, you got to house these young men. You got to give them at least 3 squares a day. And if you're taking on responsibility of these people, children, you're also being their parents. So you're going to be providing meals, housing, and education. All off of donations. I don't see that happening. And if nothing else, you look at the fact that if the school that he bought couldn't, so that's why that school closed. Actually, was because I did a little research on that just to see why the school closed to begin with, is because financially it couldn't support itself. You know, and that's what grants and government assistance and everything else. So if Dr. Johnson is having this much problem just getting the renovations done, I don't see how he could how anybody thinks it's feasible for him to be able to sustain a school which requires a budget. And you can't set a budget off of donations because you can't count donations. I mean, that's my whole thing. It's like I said, like I don't think that he was his intent in the beginning was trying to scam people. I think he got in over his head, and maybe pride prevented him from getting the help that he needed. But to be honest with you, at this point, I don't know what he's doing. And that's my take on it.
Right. I feel you. I feel it. Yo, Propane, what it do? What it do? Propane, okie dokie lane. Yo, Propane.
Hold on, my wolf. Yeah, I had to walk back to the panel and shit. I see it. Yeah, y'all know who it is, man. It's Propane okie dokie lane, man. Y'all heard my nigga Be Accountable said, man. Mm-hmm. What's up with you, my wolf?
Yeah, man. You know, I'm just getting it in. You know, I gotta do that howl for you. Oh,
yeah, the wolf in the building. So wait, what's this change your heart or something, man?
Change your heart.
I mean, I just want to know. I seen the you know, the notification. Hold on. I seen the notification. What's up, man? Let me know how you feeling.
You say I gotta change your heart. What you mean?
You said the title said FDMG. Oh, FDMG is coming. So wait, you said it's not a scam. I just want to know.
So okay, so pretty much for I would say maybe about probably up until the summer of 2020. The summer of 2020 was when I had to really start asking myself certain questions to myself. Now, I want you to keep in mind, summer of 2020, I wasn't making these type of videos in the Umar Johnson sector. What you also got to realize.
And listen, I'm not going to attack you because I heard, like, you know what I'm saying, you like Umar people. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I don't give a fuck about neither one of them because they both ain't shit. Let's get that out the way first. Now, go ahead, my boy.
Yeah, so I would say when it came to the summer of 2020, I really had to start asking myself questions because I was in the position that Umar was scamming. But once the summer of 2020 was starting, I really had to start asking myself questions. And this was right after he bought the buildings, doing a whole bunch of other stuff. And I was just saying to myself, okay, like, is this dude really scamming or is this dude way over his head? Like, it's just way over his head. So I pretty much had that mindset ever since the summer of 2020.
Uh, like, and you know why it might be way over his head? Is because the motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, he want to build a school, but the money that he already endorsed, it's like, dog, listen, let's not forget in 2017 or 16, he said, Kansas City, can I get another mill? Now, if you put the school, like, I can't believe we still, but since we are still talking about this shit, shout out to Philly too. Um, dog, if we know you gotta live, your actual life or whatever, but if all the money that people is freely donating, and that's what's going on right now, yo, where the donations go? Now the problem is it's a donation, it's free. So what does it matter? Because I gave that donation to a cause. But now for him to say Kansas City, can I get another mill? You got if the school 400,000, 450,000, that renovation stuff can take up care of that. And then if something else needs to get done, that's when you ask the people, yo, this will need to get done outside of not being transparent or whatever. So like it's a bunch of reasons why he over his head and then feel like, oh, I don't gotta explain to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I only explain to my donors and all that. Like, but I'm just listening and I'm watching, but I'm definitely here to support you on your first, you know what I'm saying, live, you know what I'm saying, doing what you do.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's what it's really all about. And I see certain people in the comments. Yes, I know it's an old topic as well. If y'all looked at my second ever video, I talked about how the Umar Johnson content has gotten stale. But for me personally, the main reason why I did this particular live on this subject is because I'm more so looking for the people that think it's a scam to kind of explain the logic and everything. Because again, like, if anybody who thinks this is a big scam and he has this elaborate plan, I want people to thoroughly explain it to me. Because before I started making YouTube videos, I would ask people in the chat rooms like the DD and Page and stuff like that. I would ask those people, hey, look, is it possible that the guy's way over his head? Because you see how stubborn he is. You see how stubborn he was with the Lord Jamar stuff and all of that. But some of these anti-fraud warriors wasn't really being direct with me. And I was like, well, damn. I mean, like, do I have to talk to y'all like in person or talk to y'all over a stream? Because obviously me going in the chat is not helping. And then once I made that last Umar video I did, I was like, well, hey, I might as well do a live and see if anybody can come up. I mean, from what I understand, Lemon Dishonor ain't live tonight. So I know they ain't got nothing going on unless Smoke God is doing this 28th show of the day.
Well, like I said, I really don't be on this shit like this, but I would say.
Is that P?
What's going on, bro? How you feeling, man?
What's up, man? Nice to meet you, man.
Ooh, look, it may be an old topic, but I really haven't heard too many people attack it from a non-biased standpoint. You see what I'm saying? Like normally when if anybody's talking about Umar, it's already predetermined what the conversation is going to be about. There's no debate, you know what I mean, as to if it's a scam or if it's not. You feel me? Because it's like, okay, logic tells me, like, from my street perspective, right? If I got 700 stacks in my pocket, that's in my pocket. You feel me? I'm not gonna waste $400,000. I'm not gonna take $400,000 out my pocket it's just not going nowhere. Not for a building. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a Bugatti or some shit like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I have that going, but I see these videos and I'm just like, bro, he's begging for donations, but you ain't made no progress. No progress. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll show a video and then 6 months later, you show a video, it's the same fucking uniforms in the gym and all this old fuck shit, bro. So it's like, okay, I give you a perfect example from my own personal life, right? I used to own a club, all right? So when I was looking to open up my club, you know what I'm saying? I really, unless I wanted to go broke, I wasn't trying to do that shit by myself, right? But with nobody trying to fuck with me. So okay, fuck it. I had to show people something. You feel me? I took my money, my sweat investment, my sweat equity, got my shit going, right? Then I had people coming out the woodwork because they seen something, but it was too late at that point. But the point I'm getting at it is like, you got to show some sweat equity. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, from what you showed a year ago, for a lot of people to even like, okay, let me help this nigga because I see some progress. I see his sweat equity, but you can't. Okay, yeah, you spent $400 to buy the buildings, but you ain't did shit since.
That's it. That's like who you think you fooling, dog?
You know, and anybody who's heard me on these platforms know I shoot from the hip. I don't have no dog in the fight, but what's right is what's wrong is wrong, and that's how I look at things. You know what I mean? I'm not influenced by nobody. I'm an independent thinker. You ain't got to tell me what to fucking think or what woo woo. I'll look at the evidence and I'll draw my own conclusions. You know what I'm saying? I got enough background, enough shit to know like what's what. And like I say, like I want to give him the benefit of the doubt because he made a $400,000 investment. But the moves you making is skeptic at best, bro. You sounded like some scam shit the way you know what I mean, like walking through and giving tours and woo woo and shoot me shoot, you know what I'm saying, shoot me some dollars, but you ain't giving no reason for motherfuckers to invest in you. And that's the whole crux of it. It's like, and that's the big thing is overlooked. A lot more people will be on board if they seen like, yo, okay, he invested other people's 400,000. Okay, cool. But since then, nigga, getting lights on ain't no fucking. You supposed to have your fucking lights on. You know what I mean? When I got my club, the first thing I did was get my lights and my heat on.
Fucking lights on, nigga.
3 months later, you feel me? But that's the fucking basics. That's the basics.
But and that's what I'm saying, motherfuckers. It took so long for him to get the lights on, and once he got the lights on, it's like, see, he got the lights on. He making Nigga, it's been 2 fucking years or a year. What are you doing?
You know, and it may sound like I'm bashing him up, but I'm not. I'm just keeping shit 100. Like, put it like this: the facts are what they are. You interpret it how you will. This is how I interpret it. You know what I mean? Like, dude, like, whew, you know what I mean? I want to give you the benefit of the doubt, but your shit is just looking skep. Like you just coming across skep. What you be better off doing is not making it's not coming on social media, not doing no videos, because the videos don't do you no fucking justice, bro. Period. I mean, you know, like I said, Umar supporters, hey, I'm not mad at you. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But somebody need to be in this brother's ear. You know what I mean? Because he ain't gonna definitely get nothing done with an arrogant fucking attitude, flat out.
My man had Lord Jamar in his face saying, yo, my father-in-law owns a school. You see what happened. It's like, why would, even if it's not in the same structure how you want it, it's still somebody that's been doing it longer than you that can help you in that field. And then for you to say, oh, I got hire people to help me. But these motherfuckers ain't helping neither, my nigga. Like listen, you doing it from the muscle. So now when we lead back to you doing it from the muscle, that goes back to you ain't being transparent. Like, yeah, okay, we might not like how he doing it. Listen, I said from the beginning when he first started this 10 years ago, 13 years, however many years we at right now, all I said was, yo, I'm from Philly, if y'all don't know. Damn, somebody from Philly want to build a school? That's what's up, man. Congratulations to him. Hope it worked out for him. When I called on to him 5 years later, oh, he's still doing the same and still showing the same shit, like same footage, but just a different school saying the same thing. I'm just like, okay, maybe you ain't get to school yet, but you came across 1 million. And matter of fact, it's nigga, Germantown High School is shut down. Like you could have built that in Philly. Maybe, and it probably would have been a little bit more. It's a way bigger school. It's way bigger than FDMG. Alany, like we got a bunch of schools here, but we ain't even talking about the what is. We're talking about the now. And he bought that for 4,000, but said, "Can I get another mill?" That's what people was overlooking. I don't get it. Like, so we don't care about that 300,000 or that 350. That's just lingering somewhere, and there's no track to keep it to find that shit except through Cash Apps. And when you lead back on that, that goes back to, oh, it was a donation. So that's just free money given away. You chose to donate. That's why I don't care who still want to donate to this fuckery, dog. I'm cool. Go ahead. My bad.
I mean, it's you know, I'm speaking the way I'm speaking to out of respect for those who rock with him. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because it's like I see shit from a different perspective. I don't follow nobody, bruh. I never have. You know what I mean? I'm my own fucking leader. You know what I mean? And I'm just be straight up. The problem I have, because I done seen bruhs like him before. You know what I mean? And the problem I have is when bruhs who have knowledge, right? They don't use their knowledge to teach. They use their knowledge to spin. You know what I'm saying?
They take advantage of their gift.
He will, in a 5-minute soliloquy, he will break down a lot of shit, right? Or will reference a whole lot of shit. But his audience don't know what the fuck he talking about. You know what I mean? So you're not teaching. You know what I'm saying? It's like a person who has knowledge, right, will appear like a magician to somebody who don't know what they know. You feel me?
You sound smart to a dumb nigga.
It sounds smart to a dumb nigga. It's you know what it is? It's that motherfucking when a nigga who get out the joint and start to rap with you and trying to rap with you on some metaphysical shit. They don't know what the fuck they talking about. It just sound good. But like you say, to a dumb nigga,
you sound smart.
You know what I mean? Knowledge ain't see, and it's the same thing throughout time, bro. Ain't you know? I'm going off on a tangent, but this shit ain't nothing new.
Hey, you know, this be accountable show, baby. You do it, you know.
This ain't nothing new, bro. Throughout time, right? Knowledge has been used to either educate or deceive, flat out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm a teacher, right? So if I tell you something, I'm gonna give you references. I'm gonna tell you what you go look to find out what I know. You see what I'm saying? But when you have knowledge that others don't, you can use that stuff to put yourself on that pedestal. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And Umar ain't the only he's the only person that's doing it.
No, he ain't the only one. That's what I'm saying. I done seen this. This ain't a new blueprint. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's the same blueprint that's always it's the same blueprint that they use to affect the masses, and that's what this is about. You see what I'm saying? Like
Right.
whoever, like people who aren't independent thinkers will listen to anything a motherfucker say and don't question it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And with a lot of these motherfuckers, all you gotta do is scratch the fucking surface a little bit, and you will see it's right fucking there in front of you. You know what I mean? And like
Listen,
I said,
listen,
hey,
my bad, my bad. Go ahead, go ahead.
I'm not gonna, I don't want to just because I don't want to just like this dude because, like I say, I'm conflicted because he spent 400,000, unless he just was stupid.
No,
Yeah,
no, no. You gotta show where that money went.
exactly. You know what I mean? But since then, it's like, okay, I'm just be straight up what it's looking like.
Let's go.
Okay, you got all these anti-fraud warriors on him, right? On him, like nigga, like you ain't did
They
shit.
on you?
Woo, woo, woo. You collect all this money. So, okay, you got to show a motherfucker something. So, boom, you buy the school, right? So now you got something to shut them motherfuckers up. And
That's
now
all it is.
to show your investors, like, yo, okay, here you go. Now let's start getting this money. And that's where it seemed like, okay, I'm a hut, like he's trying to recoup the 400 that he spent. And this was really just trying to keep motherfuckers off his fucking ass for real, because he ain't did shit. Flat the fuck out. Like, and that's why I'm like, anybody who have a problem with what I'm saying, like, I'm just being straight up. Like, he hasn't done shit. Period. How you gonna have a video 6 months apart and you still got the same fucking gym unit? You got the same fucking uniforms in the locker rooms, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on.
Yo, so look, like I want to address a comment here. This dude Michael, he says he wants money. Is that too difficult to understand? And this is the thing that I'm talking about. People who assume, well, I'm only going to assume Michael think that this is a scam. So I'm only going to assume based on his comment. So what I'm saying is, Michael, if you think this is a scam, your comment is so broad. You're not explaining thoroughly of what I'm asking. My point of doing this stream is to change my mind of this being a scam. And when I see comments like this, man, he wants money, is that too difficult to understand? Explain it. Explain why a scammer would do the things that Umar Johnson is doing. That's the point I'm getting at, y'all.
Okay.
That's the main reason why I did this goddamn stream. That's the whole fucking point, because of comments like this. Broad fucking answers. Explain it to me. Explain it. Explain why would a motherfucking scammer invest $400 or $400,000 into a property that's going to cost $2 million to get the shit renovated with no profit margin. So is he really scamming, or is he way over his head? So to anybody out there who think this is a scam, go ahead and tap in. Explain yourself, because these broad answers, ain't doing it for me no more. And this is why I can't take people like Anti-Afro Svengali and others seriously, because they don't explain this shit thoroughly. Just broad ass shit like this.
And that's another thing too. Like when I'm gonna tell you what brought me to this whole thing. Like, to me, Umar Johnson was just a person who popped up on my Facebook feed from time to time. You know what I'm saying? But I knew people who rock with dude, right? So I'm like, okay, in order for me to talk to you about him, I got to find out more about him and what he's doing, right? So I got caught up to speed. So I'm listening to these anti-fraud warriors, and because I have expertise on how to do shit right, I'm listening to them. I'm like, okay, y'all ain't really qualified to be bashing dude either, because y'all don't know what to do either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what to fucking do. First thing, you hire a general contractor. Everything he's talking about, the HVAC, the plumber, the electrician. No, you handle you hire your general contractor. He subcontracts the work out. He has a budget. You see what I'm saying? You sit back, you could be doing if he had a general contractor, he could be doing his book tours and all and the work would be getting done when he's not even fucking there. That's how commercial projects are done. You see what I'm saying? Have you heard any anti-fraud warriors say that? No, because they don't know. So shut the fuck up. I don't mind people stating facts, but don't give commentary if you're in a position to. From Lennon Honor to all them other motherfuckers. State facts. Don't state opinions. You know what I mean? When y'all don't have the expertise to. I've owned clubs. I have a construction background, right? So I can speak on everything that I'm speaking upon. I ran cranes, right? So I know what it takes to get an air conditioning unit. What size crane, how much it costs, how much it'll rent for the day to get a crane to get an air conditioning unit off a fucking roof, right? Just the fact that I know you need to hire a general contractor, right? Doing my research, I know that he picked a terrible spot for that school anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like where it's located, although it's not, you haven't had any floods there recently, but how many people have looked on the map and seen where it's located? It's located off of the Delaware. It's in a fork between the Delaware River and another river, right? And if you notice, it's built up off the ground. You know why the gym keep backing, the water keep backing up? Because it's built on a floodplain. So every time it rains, the water's gonna back up into that gym. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing they can do about that. Nothing they can do about it. You feel me? So for so many reasons, that school ain't gonna open. Even if he had the best intentions, just the concept is flawed. The location and the fact that you're gonna have to house these young men. You got to feed these young men. You know what I mean? And you can't do that on donations. Boys got to eat every fucking day. You can't do that for no fucking donations. You need a budget for that. You feel me? And you can't budget off of donations, period.
AP, he feeds the donators off of donations. Proceed, my boy.
And so if I'm wrong about anything that I said, just correct me. That's all. Just correct me if because I'm not up on this. So if I state any wrong facts, just correct me.
Well, anybody who in the Drop Squad area, go to Drop Squad restaurant. You know what I'm saying? It's the flyest, good as food. Drop Squad. I'm just fucking around. Go ahead, my bad, big.
So the other thing too I wanted to bring up, and this brings up another point of why I don't think this FDMG thing is a scam, because if you look at the history of these anti-fraud warriors, it seems like the best that they could have done throughout all this time was just shut down events. I mean, like there hasn't been any type of warrant out for Umar Johnson for scamming or nothing. It's like the best thing they could have done was just go ahead and just, hey, let's shut down this event. But that's it. But see, the problem is that has nothing to do with the school. So that's another thing that I'm wondering. Do y'all have any thoughts on that? Of the anti-fraud warriors' impact on all of this? Like, did they really make a big impact?
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, P.
I really don't think so, because it's just like people are polarized. You know what I mean? So it's like you ain't gonna really it's gonna take some shit to knock people off the square. Now I know we're talking about the discussions about Dr. Johnson, but just as a example, right? You got people defending Lennon Honor still. You feel me? So it's like you ain't gonna change people's opinion about shit. If they look at this country, man, we are polarized. Black, white, Republican, Democrat, motherfucking religion. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just the flavor. That's the flavor of the day. Polarization. So it's like you ain't gonna change nobody from thinking what the fuck they, whether right or wrong. Once a person is stuck on what, well, you either feel you either think what I think, or fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That's where we at now. So it's. I only jump on forums where I can have healthy debate with people. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You share your view. You agree to disagree. That's the way shit. That's what this country was founded on. You know what I mean? And I resent anybody who tell me I got to think how you think, or if you don't think how I think, fuck you. Well, you know what I'm saying? Okay, then. But I ain't gonna never be in no group think type shit. I think for myself, bruh. I don't need nobody tell me how to analyze evidence. I can see shit, kick it through my computer, and kick it out myself. I don't need anybody to tell me how to feel, how to think, or what is what. I can see it for myself, and that's the problem. People have lost the ability to do research, cipher, listen. You know what I mean? That's the main thing. People don't. It's like it hurts me as black that.
Come on.
Sisters have lost the ability to hear fuck shit. And you know what I'm saying? Like, hear fuck shit when you hear it. Like, motherfuckers will fall for any goddamn thing nowadays. It just amazed me. Like, are you fucking serious?
Right. What's your people?
No, I'm about to say, because that's what I mean. Like, when it first started with me supporting Umar and then not supporting Umar. And then Lennon came in, you know, doing what he was doing. And I was with that. You know what I'm saying? But to actually see somebody that didn't work for 7 years prior, I'm not with that. Because and to me, that's why I'm at where I'm at, just to show myself on top of the people who thought they knew what side I was on. I don't got no side. I just got truth. So now we want to switch to Lennon real fast. Yeah, no, you don't even have the right to be fucking popping the shit that you doing. I mean, and if you was gonna pop the shit, you just should have kept it on. No. You don't have the credit. You're not credible to do what you've been doing. And I have no problem saying that I was a part of the laughter. I don't find that shit funny. Not no more, due to the fact that you wasn't shit even more than a person who ain't shit, and the person who ain't shit is from my city. So that's the only reason why I was just like, yo, dog, you putting a bad representation for Philly, however you move in them. Like, dog, your reputation is not what it is, but you're a narcissist, you all in your head, and you still riding off of the hidden colors. Cool, no problem. And that's what people love your message. You're a good translator and all that. But when it comes to the person, you ain't shit. Now let's switch it to Lennon real fast. The person that you sitting on the computer running them donations, nigga, you wasn't shit prior neither. And that's not cool. That's like a homeless person trying to down another homeless person. Because Umar got a box. Matter of fact, you know what? If you motherfuckers don't stop playing with me, y'all don't gotta play with me, because y'all see where I'm at, and y'all see I don't care who don't like the decisions that I made about two motherfuckers that ain't shit, that wasn't shit. Or listen, all I know is I'm about truth, and you can kiss my ass with all that being infatuated with the person's words or how the person look and all that. You can kiss my ass with all that, because that's how motherfuckers manipulate and get the shit that they want, by doing little slick shit like that. It happens all the time. Niggas get girls from the cars they drive, from the game they spit. You know what I'm saying? It's just slick ways to get what you want. And if it's not a genuine way out of the heart, you's a fuck nigga to me. And you all are gonna be, and it's fuck bitches too. Not fuck bitches, but it's fuck niggas and it's fuck bitches because not fuck bitches, but you understand what I'm saying. All I'm saying is people
thing too. You like, and this ain't no. I want you to hear my words carefully because I'm not disrespecting women, right?
Yeah, right.
But when it come to finesse, I can understand women falling for the finesse game. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, whether
because of us, because of the men.
You know, whether it's Lennon or Umar, right? I can understand women falling for the finesse because that's what we do. You see what I'm saying?
Because of the men. The men drop the ball on the bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, so I can understand women being caught up in the finesse, but a fucking man. Wait a minute, hold up. If you a man and you caught up in the finesse, but you was a whole nigga in my book, straight up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, straight, it ain't no, I can give a pass to women. Can't give a pass to men on this shit, bruh.
No, you can't.
Because this ain't, because I'm flat out. And this, I know this was a Umar situation, but for real, you really can't separate the two. I'm straight up with you. You really can't separate. You can't talk about one without talking about the other. Because it's like they both do shit that grown men can't vibe with. Period. Ain't no difference between the two. And that's the thing that motherfuckers like I'm just bring the fucking curtain down. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of people talking about one like they ain't talking about the other. Like I say, here I go on my soapbox. It's like the country. Look at what the fuck going on. How one group of people can talk about another group of people saying the exact same shit about the other motherfucker.
That's ill.
So either everybody wrong or everybody right. You see what I'm saying? I'm tired of people trying to support their candidate.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. And that's why I wanted to say, like,
and both candidates is on some fuck shit. I'm gonna just be straight the fuck up. I can't say Lennon on fuck shit without saying Umar's on fuck shit. Because at this point,
hey, what was you about to say, Propane?
Now I'm letting P be in this moment, like, you know what I mean? Because basically we feel the same way. But I'm just saying, I'm not with neither one, and for people to see that it was a shock because they thought that it was a shock. Like, I'm not a follower. Like, even though I was in the Cookie Crush chat and all that and all, but once I really done my research on the person who I was so-called following, I said, oh, okay, cool. No, you know what? That ain't what's up. So if you want to look at me like I'm turning against your follower, nigga, fuck you and fuck whoever want to feel like that. Because I don't care how you feel when my heart tells me to do something.
Well,
so both of them niggas ain't shit. And Lennon, you're black. I don't care how much you want to try to separate yourself, Afro-American or whatever. But nah, nigga, you was worse off than Umar. Dude, listen, Umar is getting people on a revolutionary. I'm gonna just say scam. Fuck it. I can't even hold it back. Exploitation, whatever. Lennon, like, no, fuck the people. I'm doing my family. Kids, get in front of the screen when you don't want to. Look at all the body language at every video. I'm still not done looking through the whole fucking channel of Lennon.
Exactly, especially his oldest sons, man. What kind of, you know what I'm saying? That bothered me, bro, because it's like,
it bothered me too.
When look straight up, and this ain't no, I make observations, right? When your oldest sons, his two oldest boys, to the age now where they got pride and they wasn't feeling that shit. You can see in his two oldest sons' eyes, like, this is some bullshit.
Yep.
You be seeing that shit, right?
They they was more embarrassed than they fucking parents was.
Yep. Especially.
But, my bad, B.
No, go ahead, be accountable because it was your video that helped me peep that shit out.
Hell, like I mean, like the whole thing about it is if you look at the body language of the two sons, especially there was one particular video where Lennon was asking his kids, "Hey, could you explain to the people why would you like to move?" The two sons were really trying to figure out an explanation. I'm just like, man, this motherfucker right here.
This motherfucker right here. Matter of fact, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nah, because I'm gonna tell you who he is. Just sum it up. Every true person, every true man know somebody like this. You know who Lennon Honor is? He that motherfucker when he come around the corner, you be like, this motherfucker right here.
I said, look, hey, imagine you live on Lennon Honor block. Imagine you one of Lennon Honor's neighbors, you on a block. You actually see how he lives. You see y'all all in a shitty neighborhood, and you know that you know all your neighbors. So P, you know Lennon has 5 kids in that shitty neighborhood that you're into. And that's where it goes back to when you walk down a block, you see Lennon, whenever he do come out and speak to certain people, you wondering what I'm gonna get hit with. Now, for a nigga that don't have no job, you gotta be asking somebody outside of your huh?
I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I would have been that nigga's neighbor for 1 fucking year.
What happened?
I would have been his neighbor for 1 year. You feel me? Because I would have been fucked up for me to end up there. You see what I'm saying? So I'm fucked up. I'm signing a year lease. But you know what? I'm the fuck up out the fuck there. You feel me? So while he up here talking about his neighbors and da-da-da, yeah, them niggas came and went, motherfucker. You was there for 7 fucking years. And the only reason you left because they put you the fuck out.
Now look though.
Or you would have still been there. You would still been there.
They were saying the landlord sold the fucking property or something.
Fucking crib. So while you talking all this shit, motherfuckers hit rock bottom all around you, landed all around you, got they shit in order, and was up out of there.
Look though,
and you up in there making babies.
Yes, you are.
Though, but with all the stuff that y'all just explaining, that's pretty much showing proof. And how I want to tie this back to the FDMG thing not being a scam. One of the other reasons why I don't think this is a scam is because the anti-fraud warriors did a terrible job of providing actual concrete proof. Now, with me, I can 100% confidently say that Lemon Dishonor is a scam artist. And all I got to do is pull up my videos. I show y'all receipts. I show y'all video footage. Well, not really video footage because Lennon Dishonor is just going to copyright me. But I show y'all still shots. I give y'all dates, just like Speak Easy did, just like Shakim Raw did. We are showing proof of it. But for some odd reason, I'm still not seeing concrete proof that Umar Johnson has misappropriated those funds. So that's another reason why I really can't say the FDMG is a scam, because I need proof. Now, I'll also be fair to Lennon Honor. I can't sit up in here and say that the dude is on the down low, because even though Poetic Flacco showed all that stuff, those interviews, to me, I'm saying to myself, look, I need some more proof, because all that is just hearsay to me. Now, that's not saying that Lennon may be on the down low or not. But if you guys have noticed, I have never mentioned about Lennon Honor being on the down low because I'm not convinced.
Yeah, I don't touch on that.
You don't even need to go there. I mean, right. It's like that's a non-fucking issue. Like for real. Like sexuality. Hey,
well, look,
motherfuckers. Ain't nothing wrong with that. He's a fucking
Hold on,
bum.
P. Hold on, P. Hold on, P. Now here's the thing. If you noticed, I said down low. Down low is different than being gay. Because if you on the down low, that means you've been with a woman. And to me, down low men are the fucking scum of the goddamn earth.
That's true.
All that shit is,
Now,
you know what?
if it turned out if Leonard's just a single man, or like he don't got any kids, he going around messing around with dudes, I'm like, okay, whatever. But the down low shit, I can't fuck with that. So if you're a down low brother, fuck you.
That's true. That's true. But like
so
there's
a big difference.
And the thing about it, and okay, you mentioned like that. I agree with you, but the bad part about it is like the shit we know about. Okay, this how bad this motherfucker is. This is supposed to be a form about Umar Johnson, but you can't leave Lennon Honor out. This is how fucked up he is. As a matter of fact,
he's worse.
He's so fucked up. He actually makes me look at Umar. Well, you know what? This motherfucker might not be that bad. He's making me actually question. Umar
is fucked up, dog. Listen.
He's actually the one that's really making me question, like, damn, is this a scam or not? Then I see an Umar video, it's like, oh, bruh, like, god damn, like, it's really y'all, you can't really sit here clean and point the finger at one and not point the finger at the other one. Like,
you can't. Honestly, I think Lennon is diamond.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different degrees of fucked upness, but they both doing shit that's fucking out of pocket, like real talk, like
way the fuck. And that's all I see. That's all I see.
And
I'm cool both of them.
I mean, I can't. It's like you can't. I gotta look at actions, man, and words, and when I see like this motherfucker, like you ain't showed me nothing. If I wanted to give you some paper, you ain't showed me no progress. Like, nigga, what?
Yo, we can go in circles about both of these niggas all fucking.
And that's the point. Like, I'm not sitting up here trying to bash motherfuckers and whoever may have been rah-rah me because they may have heard what I said in the past about Lennon Honor. Like, don't get caught up like them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no dog in the fight. I'm looking at shit through these Tom Fords, not through no tinted fucking lenses. You know what I mean? Like, I see life because I don't follow nobody. Never have. Like I've been an outside type cat, so I draw my own conclusions. And I know Philly cats. I used to roll in Philly. Like I've been around. I've been a lot of places. I done seen the finesse game. Motherfuckers done trying to work the finesse game on me. So game recognized game. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, as much as I want to give Dr. Johnson the benefit of doubt and everything, he just ain't his movements, his attitude just ain't. I mean, it just ain't. Something just ain't adding up. How about that? Something just ain't adding up.
That shit ain't it. And that's what I mean. But it's two totally different people. But either one, I just say, nah.
Yeah, because it's both don't, I mean, they both make me feel kind of dirty, bro. When I hear, Umar Johnson just hitting you with the triple time subliminal shit all the time, I'm like, oh my god, this is straight. Like,
the most recent, like, because I fell back off it. You know what I'm saying? Because not even fell back. I ain't fall back. I'm still do Umar Johnson joints. I don't give a fuck. Like, as long as and the reason why we still talking about this is because, oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say, to be accountable. The reason why we can't really fully see the Umar scam is because it's still in process. It's still in process, so we can't see the ending. Lennon pass is the past, so we can dig up the past. Umar process is still like hope. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the road, how the majority feel, it's like, no, we see the shit that you doing and the chances that you had live on air once, whether you caught on to them or you know them before and just see what, like, so we see your progress. And for some people, it ain't enough. But for some people, it's like a year and a half just getting electric, that's progress.
Well, you know, it bothers me if it's a hustle because if okay, hypothetically, let's just say a person was all in 5, 6 years ago, right? Donate money because he making promises that he gonna save this woman's son. You know what I'm saying? So at the time, this boy was like 13 years old, 12, 13 years old. Think about since he started taking donations from for a school. People weren't donating to help another motherfucker. They was donating to help their youth. You see what I'm saying? You think of how many how many desperate mothers or desperate parents gave money to get this shit up and going to save their youth, say they son, and how many sons may have been lost just in the past 5 years alone.
They should be pissed. They should be disappointed, but they not on live.
I'm pissed about that. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like this. You know, if you ain't gonna try to help the youth, don't talk about them. And if you ain't gonna talk about them, don't try to fucking be a culture vulture off of them.
That's why Lennon shit and Umar is getting people on a revolutional tip. Lennon is exploiting his. It's two totally different fucked up battles that people is trying to mix. But like you said, you can't mention one without the other. Now, the 2021 said, "Hold up, bitch! I got something for your asses." I need y'all to really look at Lennon. So and that's where I feel like if everything the game, Lennon was the game changer. He was the awareness person in the beginning, but due to his past of long time not being shit, because that's really all it was in the niggas' world eyes. Nigga, you wasn't shit for 7 years.
Well, you know, it just goes to show you just how when it's that confirmation bias, you know, when it's that finesse game, you know what I mean? When a motherfucker is telling is whispering in your ear what you want to hear, fuck what the truth is.
Fuck what the truth is. But yeah. No, not with me, nigga. Not with me. You're not gonna sweet talk me.
You know what I mean? Some people, all you gotta do is show them. You ain't gotta even show them where to. You ain't gotta even show them. Just show them where to go to find it, and they'll find it on their own. You know what I mean?
So question for y'all. So why is it that the loudest people about this whole Umar stuff are non-donors? Where are the donors at to make noise about this?
Because you already got like you know, if you comment as a donor, you got to admit you was a donor. You know, like you got real talk. Like you know you got. So you either gonna not admit that you donated at all, right, or you got to be ride or die with this motherfucker because you got a financial investment. Other than that, you gonna fall back because you see what it is and you're embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to be you ain't gonna want to be known that you a donor if you think it was a hustle game.
You're not dumb. You and actually you won't be looked at as dumb. You will be looked at as helping.
You know, it's just.
Oh shit! Peter stood up off of that one. Peter stood up off.
Yo, Speakeasy, what up, bud?
That Speakeasy in the motherfucking building, man.
The Wolf.
What's up, my guy?
Hey, man. I got to give props to BA for finally getting this joint off the joint. Who else on here with us?
Got me and Wolf right there. Oh,
that's P. That's P from Shaq and Rod joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my man's. That's my man's. We got good company here, man. Y'all fellas is building. I like what I see here.
Speaking in the fucking building, man.
Hey man, I had to come on here. I was watching a game film with my baby girl, and I was like, well, I got to watch the rest of the game with my daughter so we can break down and get this shit right. As soon as the game was over, I was like, get out of here. The boys is on.
Yeah, I feel you, man. So what was I about to say? Oh yeah. So like, yo, speak. You know, like I know you was asking me to talk about this, so we'll take a little break from the whole FDMG is not a scam topic. So I know you want to talk about this whole kidnapping shit.
Oh, the napping, bro. Man, look, that video was really bad because he made a whole lot of mistakes trying to be a star, man. Like things that you just don't do. You don't go on nobody's property and take their kid, grab a camera, do a production, and all of that. Like your first thing should have been like, yo, if I call the cops, DHS going to get involved and they going to take this kid, and it ain't no telling when this kid going to be able to get back to their family. He ain't care about that. He cared about the camera. And that tell you what kind of cat he is, man. That was terrible.
You talking about the Lennon John with the cop?
Yeah, the little kidnapping when he took the kid off the property and brought it in the crib for a photo shoot.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something about that. Like when I actually seen it, what really bothered me so much is if you have a broadcasting background, you look at shit from a different perspective. And what I seen was a pre-produced segment. Like where basically he knew what he was going to do before he approached the little girl, because from the audio clips to
y'all niggas crazy. I gotta mute myself.
That's what they call B-roll, my player. You see what I'm saying? So this motherfucker produced a segment with the intent, like, okay, I need B-roll. So let me shoot this. So it was no coincidence that as he was telling the story, he also had the video to go along with it. You know what I mean? It was a pre-produced segment. Now keep in mind. Keep in mind. Hindsight is 2020. Okay. Keep in mind that now we know that the house was for sale. So everything was based on the house was for sale. Okay.
Right.
Everything was based on he had to fucking get out. So it makes it even worse that he didn't give a fuck about that little girl.
Right. I mean, it showed like the big move was basically, look what's happening, y'all. It's really bad. They playing loud music again. Nigga, it's the summertime. That's what we do in the summer. We play loud music. What? And that was like his biggest gripe. Then he said somebody threw a syringe in. Somebody was running from the cops, threw a syringe in the yard, stopped, wrote a note, told him I'd be back for it. And then like, what? They left you a note and said I put a syringe in the yard? Really?
None of that shit matter now. The house was for fucking sale. Nigga, fuck everything you said. The house was for sale. Period. The house was
right.
For sale. You know what I mean? So everything that you said, motherfucker, ain't no copyright strike. The house was for sale. Motherfucker, you had to dip. Like, so everything we're saying really don't even matter, because the truth, the house was for sale. So everything he said, why he said it don't matter. The house was for fucking sale. That's the truth. That's the truth.
And he never mentioned that too, P. That's the problem.
This motherfucker, bro, I'm telling you, man, he is a fucking bitch ass nigga. I'm sorry. I hate to even talk down to my people like that, but I'm saying nothing his neighbors didn't say. Like he was saying, like, oh, his neighbors was talking about I'm a family man. Like, nah, nigga, you got 5 kids and you sit in the fucking crib every day. That's what they talking about. They look like look at this bitch ass fucking nigga sitting up here in this goddamn rock with 5 fucking kids.
And that's how he knows so much about everybody in the neighborhood, because he wasn't at work. So he always looking and listening to everything. When I come home, I got to get debriefed on what happened while I was at work. I don't know what's going on with neighbors because I'm at work. But he knew everything. The Backyard Bitch Fest said a lot. It was a whole lot left on the cutting room floor from that video, that one video itself, that told a lot about that cat, man. He's a real weirdo. He's the kind of neighbor you don't want.
Well, and
yeah, for real.
Speak easy, like I said before. The thing about it is how he tried to make people look bad. It made him look bad. Talking about the neighbors, neighbors that came and went. You damn right they came and went. You know what I mean? They hit rock bottom just like you did. They was there for a year, long enough to get their shit in order, and they was out. Whereas you, and just put this in perspective. If they didn't sell the house, nigga, you would still be there.
He would still be there.
Wait. What about?
Go ahead, Wolf.
What about the one? Hold on, wait. What about the one where he set up the camera to talk to the police?
Which one was that?
When somebody crashed into his yard.
I didn't see that. Explain, bro.
Yo, go say it.
I didn't see that.
Yo, he set up the camera to talk to the. I ain't got time for this shit. I got all the time in the world, but I ain't got time to be fucking. Actually, this feels like when motherfuckers be like, "Yo, why you going in on Umar?" Yo, I ain't got time to tell you why. Go do your research on it.
The whatchamacallit, the extended version of Lennon and his baby mama talking. There was like an extended version, and there was a part where they showed a car crashing into their fence.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe Lennon said probably the person was drunk or whatever.
Of course.
So, like they was taking a picture of that. Then they said that happened recently as they was taking that. Now I'm not sure how true that is. Like I don't know if somebody actually did run into the fence like that, and probably it was because they just wasn't paying attention. But you know how Lennon is. Oh, it's because of drugs and alcoholics. So he probably spent that one too.
Hey, and here's the weird thing, y'all. the people defending the limit, right? Let's just say the other boy who do 15 lives a day, right? He be sitting there smoking weed the whole time, defending the limit. But we know how the limit think about people who blow weed and trees. He said that affects your ability to be a good father. But these is the people that's defending him, and he don't even agree with your lifestyle. So what are you doing? What type of time is you on? Check the cat out.
I'm gonna just say for the record, are you talking about Smoke God? I like Smoke God. Listen, everybody is cool with me now since the tables been turned, and I really got a chance to take a step back and see everything for what it is. So I don't have no beef with nobody. This is the ugly sector, the Umar and Lemon sector. That's what it turned into. You know what I'm saying? Like, but right now, everything is fair game because don't nobody had a right. Umar can't talk about Lennon and let Umar. It's like it goes back to two homeless people, a homeless person trying to down another homeless person because he got a box, and a person just sleeping on some covers.
Well, you know what? I will say this, like for the people who and it's kind of like what you're saying, like if what Umar Johnson is doing is a scam. It's ongoing. You see what I'm saying? So for those who rather him die, I can still see that because you still got hope, so to speak.
It's in the process.
It's still the process. If, like I said, when it comes to lending honor, if you a woman, I give you a pass. Let me put my glasses back on. If you a man and you defend lending honor, you's a fuck boy.
Basically, niggas. Basically.
You know, like I came from whatever level man you want to come from, whether, and this ain't no black. Globally, you go around the world, the definition of a man don't fucking change. What a man, who a man is, it don't change nowhere around the world. You know what I'm saying? Lennon Honor is a global fuck boy. I don't give a fuck where you go.
That's a fact. That's I mean, it's about. Hold on, go ahead, P. I ain't mean to cut you off, bro.
No, this nigga can't. He will garner no respect anywhere. Anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man with 5 fucking kids. You know what I mean? And you got your fucking family out here living like you. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel sorry for his fucking children. Feel sorry for his children. You know what I mean? Like you got your fucking kid. Fuck him. You got your kids out here look like fucking clowns, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what you want to look like. Put your kids in some fucking J's and some shit, nigga.
Real shit, man.
You know what I mean? It's about peer pressure, bro. You know what I mean? You can't have your kids out here look like fucking willy-nilly. Fuck what you want to do. Put your kids in some name brand. Give them some fucking pride about themselves. If you don't want to have none, that's you. But don't sense them to the same fucking sense that you want to be a bum, be a bum. You know what I'm saying? Your girl want to ride with a bum ass nigga, let her do that. But them kids, them 5 youth shouldn't have to come up under that. Put them in some name brand.
And motherfuckers is definitely leaving the wife out. And that's what I wanted to talk about. And I'm gonna bring it back to Umar real fast. The chicks is to blame for Umar Eagle too.
Yeah.
Because they pump that nigga, the ones that believe in him, pump that nigga to actually speak how he's speaking. Oh, I'm the So the chicks play a part. Now, when it comes to Lennon, the white play a part. What part? But it's still a female. So they leaving the wife out because they don't want to bash the wife, but she know what's going on. She know, oh honey, I know you got a buzz off of this Umar shit. Do whatever the fuck you gotta do so we can fucking chill.
Well, you know, it's like the more you find out, the more it's like, all right, like, you know what I mean? I peep game, bro. Like, first I was like, okay, well, you know, like real men, you leave the women and kids out of it. You know what I'm saying? But
you put them in them.
Not just put them in them, she's motherfucking complicit. You know, like straight up, like motherfucking, like, okay, you wanna play this game? We'll play this game because your man put it to be fair game, right? Y'all motherfuckers on some welfare hustle shit. That's all it is. That's why you're not. Look, hey, we know what it is. Children need the checks, bro. Like let's keep this shit 100. I'm 52 years old. I know how
you look good for 52.
Oh, get thanks, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know how ghetto shit work, bro. Kids the checks. That's why they never got married. Yeah,
that's a whole nother topic.
Bonnie and Clyde. Come on, this ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. Just let's like when you just like you know when you look at shit for what it is, and like I say, it's easy for me because neither one of these was my cats. Like I don't know these dudes, period. So I just see it for what it is. And with Lennon, it was just like I didn't. This shit is crystal fucking clear. This nigga is. Go ahead.
BA with the
Yeah,
feedback.
yeah. So as far as like the FDMG thing, is it a scam or not? What are your thoughts on that?
No, it's because I say it's not. It's just, it's taking a while, but because of the way that he's funding it and he's so steadfast on getting black dollars to do it, when you look at it, you say, well, who has done this before with black dollars? And you ain't going to be able to find it. That's why it's tough to do. And a scammer, when you run a scam, 3-card Molly or something, you take the money and run. You don't invest it. You don't get a tax history on the property that you bought. And it's so many people saying it. I mean, he's been on the Breakfast Club, Nick Cannon. It's impossible to run a scam in front of that many people and get away with it unless he's just smarter than all of us. You know what I mean? So, no, it's just taking longer than people would expect it. But how long do it take to open up a school? I mean, people open one up.
Hey, speak. So if you say if I say we're in 2021. If I say in 2016 Kansas City, can I get another mill? How you gonna look at me? I spent 450. Let's just round it. I spent 450 on the building. I got a mill. Can I get another mill? How you gonna look at me?
No, but that's you got to look at it like this, Wolf. He's fundraising. Every single year, the United Way do fundraising drives, right? And Jerry's Kids and all that. Every year, they would come on TV and do a telethon and ask you for bread. It's the same kind of thing. You have to ask for the money to get it because that's how you're raising it. The bread. So he has to ask for money because it's a public driven thing for black dollars. So you got to keep asking every day until you get what you want. It's just the way that he's doing it.
Great way of living.
Hey, speak easy though, but I think you said the magic sense when you said there's never been a school, what do you say, an all black school like open off of like black donations.
Right.
There's a reason why. It can't be done.
You know what though, P? That's black people. Because when you look around on YouTube in a small microcosm of a way, we always gotta say, hit the like. Come in, hit the like. Come in, hit the like. Because a lot of us like to just watch. So you have to constantly remind people to do something that they're expected to do. So if I'm fundraising, I have to constantly remind you that I'm fundraising. Mm-hmm. I'm not earning money from my money to pay for this. I want to pay for this with your money.
And I get that.
It's just, it's just speak easy. I just can't see it coming to fruition because
it's laying on bullshit in P Hart.
If it's just donor driven, like you can't go year to year like not knowing what your budget is going to be. Matter of fact, that's why that school closed to begin with. You see what I'm saying? Because it couldn't sustain financially.
Right.
And it was getting grants. You feel me? So it's like, and you got to think about it. Like the students that go there, they're going to have to be because what he's talking about is all encompassing, correct? So he's going to be having to house students. So he's going to either have to convert one of them buildings into a dormitory, which is Lord knows how much that would cost, or build a dormitory.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got to factor in the expense of now you got to feed these kids 3 squares a day. You got to maintain them. That you know what I mean, but more than anything, you got to build a dormitory for the students. So you got to convert a building that's already there, or you got to build another building. That's money right there. So let's assume we get all that done, right? Then you're gonna be having to count on donors for your yearly budget. Like you like unless you want to get some bum ass teachers, you can't expect to volunteer. If you want volunteer, you're gonna get volunteer. You know what I'm saying? Level teachers. If you want, you know what I'm saying. So you're gonna get what you pay for. So you're gonna pay for your teachers, your operation budget, your food budget. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that you have in the black, and you can't like you can't go into it saying like, okay, I need this from y'all. Nah, you gotta already have it. You know what I mean? And that's why visually I can't see it coming into fruition if it's strictly donor based, and that's just how I come out on it. If it's a scam,
I agree with it. I think it's a lot. Like when you really start looking at the steps, right? Because we armchair quarterbacking, so we could say, what we would have did, what we could have did, what we should have did, but it's really a lot. Like you said, you getting into tuition, how you going to house the kids, how you going to pay all the teachers. Like it is a huge undertaking. But when you look at all of that, you can't expect a school to open in 2 weeks. It's going to take a lot of planning. I mean, we all could say the smart move is to start small, show a process and a program that works so that you can then go big. But when you start big, that shit can be, it can be overwhelming when you say, all right, we did this, we did that, we low on bread. Now we got to raise more. We did this, we did that. You always going to be back in a situation where you low on bread again and again. When if you start small and then work your way up to, big, because you already got a working program, then you can do it like that. But right now it's looking tough. But I think if it take him 10 years to open it, then it take him 10 years to open it. There is no timeline for it. If you got a dream, some people don't achieve their dreams for 20 years. But when they do, they did what they said they was going to do. There's no timeline on that accomplishment.
Okay, now I hear you, and I agree with that in theory, but I said this earlier, I don't think you was on yet. Okay. The people that at this point, I don't know why people are, the people donating, may be donating for the sake of donating. But let's just say 5 years ago, right? A lot of people probably donating had a 12-year-old boy that they need saved. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So from let's just say 2015 till now, right? The black boys that quote unquote could have been saved ain't been saved. So if it's 10 years from now, that's another decade of children or young boys that wasn't saved. You see what I'm saying? So it is a time limit. If you're trying to save black boys, it is a time limit on it. Period. You see
but that's unfair, P. I don't think you could put saving that many people like in that context, like the way you saying it. I don't think you could put that on Umar. That's up to the parents. We're trying. Hold up, P. If we're trying to send them to a situation or location to better educate them, that don't mean that they going to get saved. We see kids go to college and fuck up all the time. So it's not about your education. It's about your decision making. You see where I'm coming from?
No. But all I'm doing is repeating what he said.
No, right. And I like I said, I understand where you were saying, but I just think it would be unfair to say, well, it didn't open in 5 years, so those boys are 15 now and you ain't save them. Like, I don't think that's fair.
No, that's my whole point. So he shouldn't be saying that.
What you mean saying, P? Elaborate.
No, exactly what you said. It is unfair. So you shouldn't be promising that.
But that's the goal. That's the ultimate goal. You know what I mean? Like, I understand what you're saying. Like, all right, don't say it's going to open in 6 months if you can't do it. I get that. But his ultimate goal, where he started on wanting to do, was to help save kids. You know what I mean? To save some black boys. But as long as that's a goal and a mission, that's a worthy cause, because a lot of these young boys need saving, and a lot of us can't do it because we worried about our own.
Personally, if it was me, what I would do Sell them fucking if he can, if it ain't too late, if he's still in position, sell them buildings, sell them, take all the profit, get you a team, and invest in some type of a online teaching program. You see what I'm saying? That way he can reach their fucking nation if that's what he's trying to do. You know what I mean? But it's like realistically, the only people who would be getting help right now is the people in Wilmington, Delaware. Let's say this school did come up. You know what I mean? And that's like you're taking donations from everywhere, but in reality, you will only be affecting in a very small a neighborhood. You know what I mean? So it would just make more sense to do it online, make a comprehensive online program. That just makes more sense to me. Because, and like I said, bro, I ain't got no dog in the fight. I really don't. You know what I mean? But it's just like I don't see it happening. And if you preaching like I'm trying to save your black boys, you are. That's not me saying that. That's what he's saying.
Right.
So if you saying that, nigga, get to saving.
No, well, this what I can tell you, P. And I told this story a couple times, but I knew somebody who he actually helped. Besides TC, because we all know he helped TC, but I knew somebody that I was training at the gig, young mechanic, about 23 years old. And I was playing an Umar video of somebody talking to boy through the Bluetooth. And dude walked up to me and said, "Yo, is that Dr. Umar?" I said, "Yeah, what you know about him, young boy?" He said he helped get me with my dad. And this was before like all of the scam shit started. I was like, oh, damn, well, dude is actually out here doing this thing. So I'm like, dude is real. Dude was really out here in the school systems putting in that kind of work. So I understand why he wants to accomplish this mission. But you got to start somewhere, P. He started with no schools, just asking for donations. He copped the school. Now we got to see what he do with that. But, you know, it's a slow process, but he's doing something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what, you know, and bro, like I said, it's I got to just caution how I see it. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. And that's fair.
And you know, it's I see some of the shit that on a perfect like from getting shit done, I see he's not doing right. I hear the shit he's saying, and it just ain't adding up. Like this motherfucker ain't talking like this shit is fucked up and I need y'all help. You know what I mean? And that's one thing. Like my eyes is as good as yours, bruh. So it's like he would probably do better speak easy. Like, look at this shit here. It's fucked up. I need some fucking help. Period.
Right.
Not, yo, this shit come together and you got uniforms sitting up this motherfucker from 6 months ago. Like, which tells me you ain't even cleaned shit out yet, bruh. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, he's not helping himself with the shit he's doing. That's all I'm saying. Like, help me, bruh. Help.
No, and you know what, P? That's where you right, because his attitude is what turns off a lot of people. Like when he told the cat, next time send 20, you sent 10, next time send 20. Now I don't know his relationship with that person. They could have been fucking around or whatever. You know, like that's how some cats talk to each other. You know, they talking shit. But when I heard that, I was like, whoa, cuz like that ain't, I wouldn't take that shit. Like next time send 20, that's the last 10 you'll ever get. So his attitude towards accomplishing this gets in the way. So that's when you start seeing the King Kong consciousness, the most requested, and all these other things you give yourself to describe yourself. When in the hood, you get nicknames from other people. You don't give yourself a nickname. Niggas call you what they call you. You see where I'm coming from? So his attitude and persona done got in the way of what he really wanted to do, because he didn't start off talking like that. What made people fall in love with the way that he kicked his game was he stayed on the mission. Every time you heard him speak on YouTube, he was talking about the boys, the special education system, and how to work around it. It wasn't a lot of outside of that. And when he got outside of that, that's where the problems came in, I think.
And see what you said to a lot of people, that's the way it appears, is that like, okay, even when he purchased a school, it just like, okay, to me, it appears that like, okay, he may have had good intentions when he purchased the school. Shit got over his head. And it just, I mean, I've seen it before in other things, like, you know, like when you like you get money from something, right? And shit's fucked up, but you still get money. Okay, I give you a good example. Say for instance, you ever know anybody who was renting an apartment and then they paying their rent every month they paying their rent to their landlord. You know what I'm saying? They get a fucking foreclosure note on the fucking door because their landlord wasn't paying the fucking mortgage. So it's like I think it started off as, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I got the school woo, got in. This shit is fucked up. It's just I ain't gonna get this shit done. And he's kind of like using it to show motherfuckers like to still get donations. But my thing is, if you've been getting donations, why is there no progress?
No, I mean, but you gotta look. I look at it like this because I'm the devil's advocate in this particular situation. But it's like, whose measurement of progress are we going by? Like we always got to go back to the full story. P. People were saying he was never going to buy a school, then he bought one. They were saying the taxes was wrong. He made payments on them. The lights wasn't on. The lights came on. So if we're going to minimize everything that we see happening that's positive, regardless of how small it may seem to us, it's big to him because that's his baby. Okay, so we got to just sit. I would say the best thing to do is to sit back and watch. If he fails, he fails. If he don't, he don't.
And that's what I'm waiting for. But I want to go back to in 2016, 17, or 15. Can I get another mill? Can I get another mill? So now to what is it? Playing devil's advocate?
Yeah.
So maybe he must have spent the $350,000 on electric and spray painting the school. Who knows?
It don't cost that much.
Who knows how much spray painting the school and electric for a school getting turned on costs? Who knows?
Well, look though. According to what a lot of these anti-fraud warriors are saying, they said that property is going to cost about $2 million to renovate. So is it possible? Umar said, "Can I get another mill?" Is he referring to that? Like, damn, man, all I need's $1 million to do this. Could it be that?
All right, but now could it be that he spent the $350,000 that was left over on electric and spray paint and fucking bleach and fucking mop?
All that gonna cost that propane. Damn, man, you've been drinking.
Yeah, what was that? That paint was laced with gold.
I'm playing devil's advocate.
Well, you know,
for the nigga,
it's like when you ask, like, okay, speak easy, when you were like, you know, like how do you judge progress, or who's whose progress you looking at? Like with me, thing I look at is, I don't know when that video was made, when he was in the gym with them ladies mopping that shit out that he went through. And he showed them old uniforms and shit, right?
Right.
Okay? Now he just recently made a video in the gym with the lights on and everything, and them uniforms were still in the damn, still there. Like,
AP, your mic went out.
Yo, P, your mic went out.
Okay, my fault. Now I agree. Progress is different to every people. You know, everybody, you know, has a different what you consider, you know, progress. But we're not even talking about construction or renovation, just basic cleaning.
Right. I agree with that.
You know,
I
now,
agree with that.
it looked like you ain't been there since that video was made. That's what it, you know, I might be wrong, but the perception you given is you're not doing shit but talking.
But P, we're
And
not
it,
even gonna talk about the last episode with Don. I don't give a fuck about this ID because if you was paying that man under the table, you probably due to the time before he blew the spot up, you probably at least get. I don't know how. I'm gonna say you paid him under the table at least 1,500. Like it was. It had to, what you trying to get him to do to get his last 3,000. You probably paid him under the table more than 3,000 or less. All I'm saying is, get that man his under the table money if he don't want to fucking and if he want to do all these measures to get an ID. We ain't even talk about that, but that's the last episode. What happened? Now,
see,
I'm just saying, my man did work for you on the low without a fucking ID. That's why he's still saying, yo, why I need an ID now? And if you want to put it on, because we got to put it on record and paper. Nigga, I wasn't on papers before.
mm-hmm.
So, but I ain't even gonna get into the Don shit like that's. Yeah, I mean,
We
but
don't got to get into Dom, man.
no, actually, I'm about to leave out on the Don shit because that's the most last recent thing that he pulled up on him and security threw him out and all that. But hey, be accountable, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you for doing your thing. Speak easy. You already know what it is, my wolf P.
The wolf.
You know what I'm saying? Nice to meet you for the first time. I'm about to slide out, man. I'm just sliding through these YouTube streets. You know how the wolf do.
All right, pro, man. Be safe, boy.
All right, my wolf.
Propane.
Okie dokie lane, nigga. Get it right. Okie dokie lane.
Howdy, want it.
Hey, yo, speak easy. Look, you know, this what grown men do right here. You know what I'm saying? This is healthy debate. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
And if we agree to disagree, we can agree to disagree. You see what I'm saying? But
no, and you know what, P? It's not the fact that we disagree because, like I said, I'm not an Umar supporter per se. I want to see the brother win. You know what I mean? But I'm like, when I seen cats trying to murk the ball, I'm like, nah, because he's from Philly and I'm from Philly, and that's not going to happen. Now, if I'd have saw him, like, if I'd have really thought he was on some bullshit, I would have kept my mouth shut and just watched the show. But when people started attacking him and trying to get in the way of what he was doing, calling people and showing paperwork you getting from legal places, I'm like, nah, y'all doing a little too much. I gotta say something because I don't like that type stuff. I never did. You know what I mean? But when me and you debating, P,
right.
you giving your take, I'm giving my take, and we ain't even cussing each other out. We just talk about how we feel about it because we on the outside anyway.
See, and if you peep it too, like that's a whole difference between them anti-fraud motherfuckers. It's like if you go back and listen to this, I never attack this man's character. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I will question the shit he doing. I would even say he on some fuck shit. Mm-hmm. But it's his actions. It's not him as a man. You see what I'm saying? You know,
right.
And when I talk about FDMG, I can talk from a qualified standpoint of telling you what he's doing wrong and how to do it right. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? So it's like that's the problem I had with them anti-fraud motherfuckers. Like, okay, if you want to bring up facts and receipts, do that. But y'all taking this shit above and beyond, like, you know what I'm saying? Interviewing, disrespecting this man's father and attacking his character, him as a man,
Right.
And I'm just like, whoa, like if y'all doing this, y'all better be some fucking upright standing motherfuckers.
There you go.
And as you know, man, as we found out, the Jimmy Fallon of the the anti-fraud group is in, is in many ways, many, like I said, the shit about Umar Johnson that's debatable. Your boy Lemon, their shit is not even fucking debatable. He's fucking trash. I can say that confidently. He's a piece of fucking garbage. You know what I mean? And so people don't think I'm a bot or nothing. That's why I'm on camera tonight. You know what I mean? So people like to talk. You can see my face. You know what I mean? Because I'm usually, just so ain't no confusion as to who I am or who I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm a real legit person. This ain't no subterfuge. You see what I'm saying? This is legit. But yeah, bro, I'm about to hop off too in a little bit. But man, y'all two right here speak easy and be accountable. Man, like, look, I appreciate the truth, and I appreciate getting shit no nonsense, and that's the way y'all bring it. So when I want to hear something or get caught up on all these situations, like you, Shakim Ra, speak easy, be accountable, man. Y'all, how y'all bring it, just like that.
Yes,
Straight,
sir.
You know what I'm saying? No bias, just lay it out. And if people want to make their own decisions, they'll make them. If not, hey, it's gonna be whatever. You know what I mean? But I appreciate you letting me be on this forum, bro. All right.
No problem.
Okay, man.
All right, be safe, man.
Yes, sir.
Yo, speak, man. I've been on this damn thing for a little over 2 hours, and I had none of these anti-fraud warriors come up here and challenge me on this.
You know what? It's tough to defend bullshit, BA. It's really tough.
Yeah, cause I was saying to myself all day, I was like, all right, I'm ready to take on these anti-fraud warriors who keep saying this is a scam. And I'm like, all right, y'all got the forum. I laid out the ground rules, trying to make it feel comfortable, saying, hey, look, we ain't gonna interrupt nobody. If I gotta kick somebody out, I will. And damn, ain't none of them showed up, especially when Lemon wasn't live. I was like, oh, hell yeah, they really gonna come now.
Well, you know what, BA? They look at the way that you construct your content, and they know who to stay away from and who not to. And the way you do your shit is to the point. Here's the deal. They got problems with that. They have big problems with talking to people like that because we're not sheep. We grown men. That's why they ain't gonna come bother with you, man.
Yeah, man, I guess not, man. But look, though, it's been over 2 hours. About to hop off as well. Hey, yo, speak, man. Really do appreciate you for holding me down ever since I started this channel. It's all well and good, man.
No doubt, man. Hey, yo, I got this diss track dropping tomorrow. I just gotta lay down my ad libs, and you already know, fam. It's on like Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah. Like I already know what's gonna be.
Oh yeah, you got the sneak peek. It's better than that though. So we dropping it tomorrow, man. It's going down. But yeah, man, close your show out, bro. Next time you go live, I hold you down, BA, on everything.
Oh yeah, man, I appreciate it.
Respect.
So yeah, y'all, really do appreciate everybody for coming in. And I really did enjoy doing this show. I may do one next week. I just got to figure out of a topic here. And like I said, I appreciate everybody for coming in tonight. I really enjoyed it for my first official live. And until next time, guys, y'all stay up.